Shalom, this is Gamal Yala out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, this is going to be entitled, More of You Entertainers Are Going to Start Dropping Dead. All right, there was this guy who was a pretty well-known rapper amongst the younger generation. His name is XXX Tentacion or Temptation, whatever. You know, a lot of Jakes are shaken up by this guy dying. You know, he's really influential or whatever, and he's just a weirdo. You know, or he was a weirdo rapper. You know, one of those emo guys, which is short for emotional. But you got a lot of these so-called emo people that are just real sad, and they push that real suicidal and woe is me vibration and stuff like that. But anyway, just getting to the point, there's going to be more entertainers, rappers, and just well-known people that are going to start dropping dead. All right, because, you know, the Lord is basically proving a point, you know. First of all, none of these entertainers are beyond death, you know. Why? Because they're living and they're living and setting a bad example. All right, they're living a wicked life is what I meant to say, but they're setting a bad example to the masses. All right, so the Lord is basically having them be judged, you know, on a large scale, you know. He's having them being judged in front of the masses. Okay? Why? Because they're big demons. You know? The bigger demon you are, the bigger judgment, the bigger spectacle your judgment is going to be. You know? Alright, so this is Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. Alright? And that's including these entertainers, even these Jake entertainers, you know, because they're all, even though they're Israelites right now, they're wicked. Okay, they're in the vibration of wickedness. Okay, you know, and they're pushing out all these bad lyrics, you know, and you know, setting these bad examples, you know, and just pushing out filth. All right, and the Lord is going to judge them for that. So, you know, don't be surprised when more of these guys start dropping dead. Don't be surprised. You know, and really, you know, we glory in the fact that these rappers are dropping dead. You know, we glory in the fact that this guy XXX Temptation died. You know, we glory in that because judgment has to take place. You know, judgment has to take place, and he wasn't you know, he deserved to die because he was promoting death. Anyone that's promoting death deserves to die, you know, because he damn sure wasn't promoting life. He wasn't putting things out there to better people's lives, you know. He wasn't pushing the scriptures. He wasn't you know, pushing out righteousness, that's for sure. So he deserves death. All right. And the scriptures also say, who perishes being innocent? I think that's Amos 3:6. But you know, he was definitely guilty. You know, he was guilty. And a lot of these, like I said, a lot of these entertainers, these sellouts, okay, because they know what they signed up for, man. You know, they signed up to get all these FRNs. You know, they got all these FRNs, and they're living it up, and they've got their consultation. Okay, they're able to go out and buy whatever they need. They're not struggling. They're able to go out and you know, live fancy in Babylon, and you know, have these nice cars, nice houses, and you know, they're living it up. This is Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. That's right. So the key word there is he doth. Every morning doth he bring bring his judgment to light. And it says the just Lord. So the Lord is just. He's gonna bring down the wicked. Okay? He's gonna judge the wicked. And it says every morning he bring his judgment to light. That's right. And right now the world is in the spirit. Or I'll say this, the Most High is in this. It's time for judgment, man. You know, it's time for a lot of people to get judged. A lot of people's life clock, you know, is down to the very last seconds and minutes. Millions of people, you know, they're down to their, you know, last months of living. You know. Because, like I said before, they deserve it, okay? They promote death, all right? And a lot of people are really being put out of their misery because a lot of these people are depressed anyway. Like I said, this guy XXX, you know, he was promoting suicide and, you know, just sadness. You know, he was depressed. He was ready to die. If you look at a lot of his songs, you know, which I'm not really familiar. I may know a couple of them, but I don't really listen to that shit. But, you know, from what I know about him, he promotes depression and, you know, he was real depressed and, you know, he wanted to die, you know. Now, of course, we got to get, let me get Zechariah 13 and 8. All right, this is Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, the two parts therein shall be cut off and die, and the third shall be left therein. All right, and that's talking about Israel. Okay? It says two parts of Israel shall be cut off and die. All right, and that includes these entertainers. Okay? That includes all of these big-time rappers. You know? They're a part of most of them, I'd just say vast majority of these entertainers ain't gonna make it. They're in that 2/3 club, you know? Because they've sold out. They've engulfed themselves into the ways of Babylon. All right? It says, two parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein, and that's the 1/3. Which is basically the ones of Israel whom the Lord sees fit to save, you know, the ones who are gonna listen and the ones who believe really. But the 2/3, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna believe. They're not gonna believe on YAHAWASHI. You know, no matter how much you try to beat it into them, they trust in the so-called white man. You know, like the scriptures say, they trust in oppression. All right, they trust in everything but the Heavenly Father. They trust in money. All right, and that's another reason that these entertainers are gonna die, because what do the scriptures say? The love of money is the root of all evil, and these entertainers love money. What do you see all on Instagram and social media? You know, them throwing money and, you know, all these cars and, you know, in their songs, they're always talking about how much money they got and what kind of car they drive and what kind of house they got, you know, because they love money, and that's the root of all evil, and that money is going to be their downfall. The love of money is going to be their downfall, because what? The dollar's about to crash. The dollar's getting ready to crash. So what do you think they're going to do? They're going to be the first ones to take that chip. Because how the hell, like the rich man who YAHAWASHI said to basically give up all your riches and follow him. These rappers ain't gonna do that. They're not gonna give everything up. Here it is. They've been living good, you know, for, you know, a couple years. A lot of these rappers, you know, they've been hot they don't stay hot long, but they've been good. They've been, living it up for a couple years, and you think they're gonna give up that bag? Hell no. They're not gonna go from living it up. Yeah, they're gonna take that chip. If the dollar crash, they're gonna take that chip, man. Because they're not gonna go back to being broke. Esau's gonna push them into a corner and give them a choice. Look, nigga, you gonna take this chip, or we gonna take all your money? Well, the money they have isn't gonna be worth anything anyway. So they're gonna have no choice but to take the chip. Or be broke. So it says, Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And that's right. The spirit of death is roaming around, man. The angel of death is out here. The Lord is dropping bodies. The Lord is dropping a lot of bodies out here. So you're going to have a lot of, aunties, cousins, and friends from school and all that. You're going to have a lot of people that you know or encountered with that are going to start dropping dead. And really, you can't really get too, it shakes you up a little bit. It does shake you up a little bit, when you hear about someone that died. But hey, you got to shake it off, man, because we in them times where the Lord is going to increase, man. There's going to be more and more people that are going to be dropping dead. So you really got to have that mindset that, look, hey, that's the Lord's judgment. That's just the Lord's judgment. Isaiah 66:15, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to rebuke his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. Which that's going to be the ultimate destruction, and the ultimate judgment is the missiles, which a lot of these wicked entertainers, Salakia, they're just being reserved for the missiles, all right, because they're big, high-level demons. All right, they've been pushing death, and they've been pushing nothing but filth. So the Lord is just going to reserve a lot of these rappers and actors and all these Hollywooders for the missiles. Verse 16, for by fire and by his sword, which the sword is those missiles, will the Lord plead with all flesh. And this is the point I wanted to focus on. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. That's right. So the slain of the Lord shall be many. There's going to be a huge depopulation, man. The same way the elites are pushing for genocide and depopulation and their New World Order. Well, the Lord is going to do the same thing. There's going to be a mass genocide. There's going to be mass death out here, man. So these are the things that you got to wrap your mind around. A lot of people that you've encountered and entertainers that you heard of, and you love their music, and you love their movies, and you saw them on TV, and now they're dead. Well, hey, that's the times that we're going into. This is the end of the last days. So what do you think is going to happen? You got to wrap your mind around these things, man. This is what's going down. This is what's going on in the world. People are dying. The Spirit of the Lord is not playing. YAHAWASHI is not playing, okay, with Jake. He's not playing. So a lot of these things, it's time. It's a lot of people's time for them to receive their recompense, man. All right, for their evil ways. The ways they've been living is, they've just been in Babylon running amok, man. Living it up, loving this place, and just being straight, plain old wicked, man. So, death to the 2/3, man. Death to the 2/3. Death to these wicked ass entertainers. And hopefully, we see more entertainers dropping dead. And call halal Yahawah Shai that this guy XXX Tentacion, call halal Yahawashi Yahawashi, that you know, he's back in the spiritual world, and now he's in his right mind, you know. But that was pretty much it. I want to give all praises to Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi, BAHASHAM Rakakwadash, and